Lightning!
Harnesser of the elements! I command you to release her!
Welcome to Omni Bilateral Panic, the show where everything's made up and the points don't count. I'm Tessa Flannery. Is that a trademarked phrase? And I'm going to get in trouble? Oh, okay. Okay, let me try this again.
Well, no, we'll just censor it out. We'll just bleep that whole thing. Where the yeah.
I'm Tessa Flannery.
I'm David Armstrong.
And I'm Cameron Varing.
For a second, I forgot your last name, Cameron. I was like, no, it's not. It's not fair.
It is.
I'll tell you about your life.
Rhymes with caring.
Oh,
gross.
Blech.
My last name doesn't rhyme with anything.
Cannery.
Does your name rhyme with anything, Armstrong?
Farmstrong.
No, I can't think of anything.
Farmstrong.
I can think of a lot of slant rhymes.
Yeah, there's a lot of slant rhymes available for you.
Farmlong.
Strong arm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just backwards.
That's not a
slant rhyme.
That's not how rhymes work. Oh, bye, Tessa.
Oh God,
it's over.
Oh, Jesus.
No, she left.
I just am worried there's going to be the kitty cats running around. I'm making quiet sound.
Oh.
That's okay.
So,
I'm not editing this one, so I don't care.
Oh,
a little sauciness.
A little barbecue sauce.
A little barbecue sauce, just for funsies.
I was gonna say earlier, my Marlon Brando from the movie from Guys and Dolls. I realized that Marlon Brando. This is terrible, but it's Trump. So I was doing it, and like it's not that far over.
No,
she just would be like, "Oh yeah, I'm in Guys and Dolls. Welcome, thank you for patronizing this place.
Oh, I hear it now.
If you just make it a little bit older, and you put it here, and it's the same. It's the same accent. It's the best accent, really. And I know what everybody's talking about. We have guys and we have dolls, and they're the best guys. They're the best dolls.
This is awful. That is genuinely the worst.
That is the worst.
I'm so sorry.
Let's do other presidents, shall we?
Okay, sure. Well, here we go. Oh, I don't know.
I do not condone the use of that voice on this podcast.
I do. These days, I do Barack Obama, like catching up with all the pop culture that he missed from the last the years that he was president.
Please,
so he'll be do it. So he'll be like, sorry, Michelle. Hey, I just want you to see this. I just found this Vine compilation from. He goes. The kid in it says Hurricane Tortilla, or what is it? He goes. The bag of chips falls in the closet, and he says, Hurricane Katrina, more like Hurricane Tortilla. I like that. That's funny because first of all, he says tortilla wrong, and then also it's a slant rhyme. I really like that. Michelle, where are you going? Wait a minute. Hey, come back.
That's not far. You know what? I just realized Obama's not that far from Jimmy Stewart.
No.
I'm surprised.
They all orbit within the
Jimmy Stewart.
Well, it's because Jimmy Stewart is icon.
Yeah.
I wish I could do some first ladies. Because all I thought was when you did Kennedy, all I thought was happy birthday. She's such a funny. Oh, what a funny.
That's
little
Marilyn.
Slut. I'm just kidding. We won't slut shame Marilyn.
Well, absolutely not. We have no business to. We have no reason to.
Who, me? It's not. I'm not very good at her. I'll learn.
My favorite story that I've ever heard was that like she could turn
it on and off.
On, yeah.
Yeah, I've heard that as well, and I think it's psychotic. I mean, it's like
I love
how
it. I think it's amazing.
how do you have that power, you superhuman psycho? Like in a good way.
And, I mean, she was our mutant. She was our original.
You're right. Marilyn Monroe's the original mutant.
Yeah.
I've heard the same thing about Paris Hilton.
That she could just walk down the street and be on a
She turns it off. Yeah, like
Wow.
The Simple Life was just a character that she does, and she can still do it sometimes, but most of the time she's just like this calm, collected,
wow.
actually kind of brilliant person. And
Well,
then,
did you see that she's like protesting against those camps where they kidnap teenagers from their families' houses and take them out to nature and like try and keep them alive but some of them don't.
That came out,
Jesus.
I think.
Yeah.
And it was
what is this?
It's like for, quote unquote,
What is it
behaved
called? I'm
kids.
looking.
And
no.
they get taken out to nature and like
Is it a
survival camps, like survivalist camps.
Is it a conversion camp?
It's supposed to convert you from being bad to being good, but I think it just breaks your spirit,
I think that's
life.
terrible.
I think she talks about it in This Is Paris.
Oh.
But yeah, she talks about having to go to that camp. Which
Yeah,
was
they
in Utah.
they literally kidnapped her.
Yeah, they kidnapped her. And
Awful.
it just talks about how she's being honest for the first time about who she is and that this was all a character that she played. And it's just
Wow.
awful.
That is awful.
which, I wish I would have been able to see through that. I wish, because I have made some remarks about Paris Hilton in my past, which I wish I wouldn't have.
Yeah,
Although,
certainly I think we all have.
she redeemed herself on Repo the Genetic Opera because I was like, this. Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my God, it's so good. It's a heavy metal musical.
What?
What? It's also a horror musical. So like,
whoa.
the premise is that
Oh, your organs get harvested?
Well, no. In the future, there was this worldwide pandemic.
What a jump! In the future.
In the future,
boy.
There was this worldwide pandemic.
The
which
future's
caused
now. Spoiler alert.
everyone's organs to fail, and this company created basically a plan to make organs so that you could live and continue to live. But
Cool.
because humans are who they are, they continued to mutate that until it only became fashionable to have certain kinds of organs and the latest kind. So
Oh, wow.
if you can't pay for it, a reefer man comes and repossesses the company's property.
Wait, isn't that already a movie or something?
There is a movie called Repo Man, but it, I think, is contrary to this. It's not related.
It's not collecting the organs you couldn't pay for? Because there was some movie that was like...
That's still absolutely the
Okay.
plot of both. It's just this is
an opera.
There's also a wrestler named Repo Man from the 90s. He just took people's cars. And so he was absolutely a Repo Man. But he also
there was something else about organs.
He also had a bandit's mask for some reason.
Oh, why would he need to hide his identity if he's doing the act of the law?
Maybe because he's also a car thief.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
He also carried around his tow hook, which to me suggested that he pulled the cars home by himself.
That sounds great.
I love that. That's one of my favorite activities. It's just like surface level analysis, because normally we don't do that. And it's like,
You're
what does
so
this actually
right.
mean?
Yeah. What is this?
You're so
If
right.
you only presented with this, place yourself in the future, in like an alien species rediscovering the human race, and they're only given the context of this character is the Repo Man, and then you're presented with all this, and with only that context, what is he?
What's
What
the
is that?
semiotics here?
Yeah, exactly.
And the semantics, for that matter.
And the semantics. Yeah.
I love it. David.
Hi.
Oh
Hello.
no! What's wrong, baby?
Nothing. It's a small bummer, but
What's wrong?
I've been playing it's gonna be silly now. I've been playing a video game, and I won't get into how all of it is, but the game emphasizes making relationships and forming relationships with people.
Oh.
Super interesting.
Sounds fun.
It's called Persona 4 if we choose to leave some of this in, but for the listeners. But I've been reading discourse about it, and how, because you can choose to date these people and or choose to not, or whatever, and some of them, if you choose to date somebody, you may inadvertently end up rejecting other people, and whatnot, all of those complicated, wonderful things. But there had been discourse about this. The girl, one particular girl named Rise, everybody's like, she comes on too strong, she's too assertive, I don't really like her, but she is the one that you're kind of, they kind of push you towards, like that it's supposed to be the canon storyline. And so I went into the game like, I'm skeptical, I'm gonna resist this relationship, but she's so charming and she's so wonderful. And it's also, I will also say, it's set in high school, so you're playing these high school kids and it's all intense, like first love and all of these things, and it's like, sure. it reminds me of my first relationship. And
sure.
And like just the, like, that weird bittersweet time of like teenagers have no perspective and no point of view, and so like the way that she actually comes on too strong was like in line with how I was with my high school girlfriend, and we were like, yeah, we're probably gonna be together forever, right? Of course. You say those things and there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong. You just don't have any perspective, and sometimes some people do. Like, I know some folks who've like gotten married and have stayed together, but most people don't, right? Because you go through all these changes and all of these things, and again, teenagers have no perspective. So so I finished the game just before I hopped on here, like a couple hours ago, and I'm just bummed out.
You finished the game. What happens at the end?
It's an RPG, so you're fighting on a quest, but the way that you get stronger in this RPG is forming these relationships. But fucking, so I fucked my way to being a champion, and
congratulations.
Thank you. But I don't know, it's just it bums me out because I can't believe that, like, a video game of all things, and especially a video game that is, again, like an RPG quest kind of thing, somehow managed to capture that bittersweet, like, feeling. High school time of man. Like, young love, being so rejected, funny. being confessing your love and being rejected. There's some tragic, like, being rejected scenes in this game too.
Oh no.
This is coincidentally, I've been thinking this week about old, like, me in college and the crushes I had, and the crushes I even had in high school too. And like, I was thinking back on them like, oh my goodness. Just, like, I found this old Spotify playlist with all this music from when I was in college that I liked because this one boy liked, and I wanted to, like, be closer to him. We never dated. He never was interested in me at all, but I was just like, whoa, I'll listen to the music he likes and make him spend time with me all the time.
There's swaths of music that either I just can't listen to, or I will forever associate with certain people.
Yeah.
Because of things like that.
He's married with kids now, so
like,
so are a lot of my crushes.
I mean, that's the thing too. It's like life goes on, and and you're okay, but there is also like I know, but well, we're not. We're mentally unstable. But I don't know. There's just something interesting about, like, that time and those early. I don't know. I just think it's very interesting, and I don't think it's very interesting for a game to to capture that. And that was the other thing I was gonna say. I think like people who were writing about she comes on too strong and she's too assertive, she's too aggressive, some people said, which is like that's a male code for like for like a negative connotation of women.
Right.
But I think they were somewhat deprived of that, or they are unable to access what it was like when they were a teenager, having those crushes, feeling that helpless. And I don't know.
Yeah, you've got to have either a good memory or a good imagination.
Yes, 100%. Well,
yes.
And as our prophet to the Lord and Savior, Lin-Manuel Miranda says, you never feel feelings like you do again when you're a teenager. You never do. Those
it's
are
so
when
true.
we feel feelings the hardest.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, the sketchbooks I filled with my thoughts and feelings as a teen.
We're like Tinkerbell. Like we only have room for one emotion at a time, and it's devastating.
Oh, it's devastating.
It takes up all of us.
There's so much emo poetry.
Oh,
that's still on my MySpace.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
Oh no, I need to go. A lot of emo poetry
I can't access
from
it
me.
Anymore, but so much emo poetry.
Can't access. It's on floppy disks.
Is MySpace still?
It's on MySpace.
No, MySpace is still up there. Like you can still usually find your page.
I wonder if all those old bands that had like 5 of their songs on MySpace are still. Because when I was a radio DJ in the college, I would go to bands' MySpaces and play music from there. They were like, "Please don't do that anymore," and I was like, "Sorry,
sorry,
I gotta play the music from the band's MySpace page.
I've gotta be heard. I've gotta be me.
Like I'm not gonna buy their CD."
I don't have the email address that I would have used to log into MySpace anymore.
Oh my gosh. Oh, it would have been like, zoominternet.net or something. Like
that's
compusa.com.
That's a good question. What is your most embarrassing email address? I have 2.
I'm ready for yours because I don't think any of mine have. I've usually just gone with my old name.
I mean, I've mostly used Samurai Panda all my life.
Which is lovely.
I love it.
Oh, Improv God. I was Improv God for a little while.
So,
whoops.
The first thing I did on the internet, because of my little scientist mind, is I was like, I am going to figure out which email server is the best. And so I signed up for 14 of them.
Oh, God.
When I was like 11.
Wow.
I'm pretty like a nostalgia person, but like I don't think I could even name 14 email services.
No.
That's because there aren't any. There aren't that many anymore. I still have my very first one, which I'm not going to say.
Sure.
But like
don't want to get
second
doxed.
One. I don't want people to invade my privacy.
Yeah.
Right, Tessa?
Listen, people are bothering me all the time.
Stop texting Tessa.
Change your email address, Tessa.
My very first email that was not my name was C1701ABCDE, which is Cameron and the Enterprises.
Oh.
And then the one that I used for a very long time, which was also associated with my MySpace, was Christian Rockstar.
Oh, wow.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I know. And I was also in a Christian rock band, which will remain nameless because
please let us go to the MySpace page of your Christian rock band and play the 3 tracks that are on there, please.
Yeah.
I did win awards as a songwriter, but no, we're not talking about it.
You loved Jesus, and that's okay.
Oh God, I did.
But it was
so hard.
Its name was like Ship in the Storm or something, right?
Nope.
Tell us the name, please.
House built on sand. I'm just trying to think of Bible.
Castle in the air for Jesus.
Candle under a bush.
Bush candle.
Bush candle. Bush Candle.
A famous Christian rock band, Bush Candle.
Every time I make fun of Christian rock bands, I always say Jars of Clay. That's my favorite
Yeah, no,
that's my
100%.
favorite thing. just to say, I'm not even really making fun of Jars of Clay necessarily. It's just a fun name to say, and I think it does encapsulate like that's a Christian rock band for sure.
Well, I mean, so does your favorite band. They started that way.
Yeah, yeah, I know. Oh, I know.
I know you know.
I know what the glory is in Newfound Glory. I will say it. I'll say it.
Oh, that Newfound Glory was a Christian band?
Mm-hmm.
They started that way.
Oh my gosh. I listened to their music. Oh,
love
yeah.
them.
Didn't listen to Newfound Glory.
I love them.
Oh, who didn't listen to ska? And
I
do those
still
dances.
listen to Five Iron Frenzy on a regular basis. Speaking of both Christian and ska, which is
God, Five Iron Frenzy. That is a throwback.
I know.
That is a unique. That just unlocked. Similar to my experience with this video game now, like that is some old memories.
Oh, I remember somebody made me a mix CD, and I thought it was because they were like a little bit into me. They just wanted to save my soul because it was a lot of Christian rock.
Terrible! What a terrible appropriation of mixtapes.
Yeah,
just to save someone. Ugh.
Yeah.
Gross. This can definitely be cut, but I think whoever's editing should do the intro.
Oh,
Tessa, hit it!
Whoa, I need to put my glasses on for this.
What? So they can hear you?
So that I can gather my thoughts. When my eyes are blurry, my brain is a little blurry. Does anybody feel that? Like when my contacts go blurry, I can't think straight.
No, but that's incredible.
I have 15/20 vision. I'm sorry.
That's probably pretty good, huh?
Is that better? What is 15? What is that? I've never even heard of that.
I thought like 25/20 would be good.
25/20 is good. 15/20 means that I have mutant abilities.
What?
But only in one eye.
You have a telescopic eye?
Yeah, telescopic.
You have a Professor X eye?
No, it just means that I could like read the very bottom of the chart without a problem.
Well, can I with my glasses on?
So you probably have 15/20. I mean, I normally can read things, and my wife, who has always been blind, is like, I hate you.
Yeah.
Sure. You've never had the question glasses or contacts. Like you've never had to.
Well, actually, no, I do have prescribed glasses, but it's to preserve. It's to
preservative. Your eyeballs need preserving because they're a gift to science and humanity.
Yes.
All right. We need to start calling you Cyclops.
People.
Didn't you say last time we chatted that you were closer to Cyclops than you knew?
That's me.
Yeah, oh my gosh, we have two Cyclopses in this hangout on this podcast.
I said that rather recently because I bought Cyclops glasses.
Yeah, and they were amazing.
But I've realized because I played Wolverine when I was a kid, like when we were on the playground. But now that I've gotten older, I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure I'm Cyclops.
Yeah, you are.
Whoa, those look great.
Thank you.
Gene, Scott,
Gene. I have to let the kitty cat out of my room.
All right, you egg-sucking piece of gutter trash.
Logan.
What?
I don't know. Relax.
I was listening back, and my Wolverine's pretty good.
Yeah, it is. No, it is. It's great. It sounds exactly like whoever was doing that voice in the 90s.
In the 90s. We should look that up.
We should look it up. It wasn't Steve. It wasn't Steve. I don't know if it's Bloom or Blum, actually, now that I think about it. But he plays them later.
Oh, have you guys I think I played Storm on the playground most of the time. That's what I wanted to be. Oh, listen. I should not have been, but I just love Storm best.
Oh, did you do it in blackface?
Oh my God, no.
Of course you didn't. You just played Storm. Who cares?
No, but I probably was a 10-year-old trying to do an accent and should not have been doing that.
Well, I mean, Storm doesn't really do an accent, more as a front.
It's more of an affectation.
Wind.
Yeah.
Lightning.
Harnesser of the elements. I command you to release her.
Yeah, so I was doing that.
What you can also retroactively say is you weren't trying to do any sort of accent. You were just trying to impersonate Halle Berry's shit accent, whatever she was doing in the movies.
See, I never saw that movie, I don't think.
You never
Wait,
saw
no,
movies?
I did. I just forgot that.
You did.
I just forgot that.
You did, but they were a long time ago.
I mean, there's
they were
been
a long
so
time
many
ago.
X-Men movies
Yeah.
since then. But you know that
And
the animated series was like my,
Yeah, no, the
Oh, for
animated
sure.
series is what we were impersonating.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
This is why
that's
we go,
where my storm is from.
"Wind!"
Yeah. And then she would go, Mistress of the Elements commands you to release her. And Rogue would go, calm down, sugar.
Yep.
Oh man.
And then Gambit would go, because he couldn't do it. He didn't have a real accent either.
Oh, that's
He was doing a
true.
Cajun accent.
He was
Oh,
supposed to be
sure, mon
Cajun.
cher.
Yeah.
It would just be once in a while thing.
Yeah.
And then Professor X, for some reason, was up here.
Yeah, which is completely inappropriate.
You know
I
what's
know.
wild? You know what's wild about Professor X, which I just found out years later, is it's the dad from, this is a terrible obscure reference. He's the dad from Tales of Avonlea, which is the like not spin-off, but like a continuing series that's set in PEI after Anne of Avonlea, like after Anne of Green Gables grows up and leaves.
Oh,
They like do this series called Tales of Avonlea, and the dad on that show what is the voice of Professor X on the animated series.
whoa.
It's crazy
Now,
connection.
I want that career.
I know, it's such a weird career.
It's an
Yeah.
amazing career. I had a similar moment. Like, my favorite TV show of all time is Pushing Daisies. It is
Oh, you've said that. Yeah.
it is my, like, it's everything that I am and everything that I want to be. But like when we were doing Shakespeare in the Park that first summer, and oh my God, names. My 35-year-old brain just can't remember. Anyway,
You saw an actor?
from Much Ado, he was our lead. We've talked about him before. Hamish, there we go.
Hamish Linklater. Ay,
So-
ay, ay.
Hamish was actually he did a guest spot on Pushing Daisies.
Yes,
But
he
I did not put it together until I heard his voice in the tunnel. I was literally standing in the tunnel and went, "Oh my God."
you did that to his face.
I did. No, I mean, he wasn't in the tunnel. I just heard the voiceover.
Oh, I see.
I heard his
Oh,
voice and I
that's
was
so
like,
funny.
Holy shit. What?
Oh my gosh. Well, hey, also aren't he and
Lily
the
Ray.
blonde lady, they're
Lily Ray.
having careers like that you would like for them to have now, aren't they?
Mhm.
Also, speaking of the
Yes.
park, I was there last night and I thought of you both.
Oh, yeah.
Aw.
How was it? Was it a good show?
So good.
Merry Wives?
I don't enjoy that play. It's not funny.
It's fine. It's fine.
But they did a beautiful job with it.
Oh, good.
And it was funny and it was really cool. And it was like, can I talk about it?
Yeah, please do.
No spoiler alerts? I know
A
that.
spoiler alert for
Oh my
Merry
God.
Wives.
No, but
For
they've
a
done some cool
500-year-old
things.
Play.
No, they've done some cool things. So if you're gonna be mad at me later,
Where are they in the run? Aren't they done?
they're toward the end. I think they're running through the 16th of
Oh,
September.
okay. So you
I
still have
think.
some time.
Yeah, you could still go see it.
Go
And
out
also,
see
nobody
it.
will hear this until after that.
Yeah,
is done.
that's
Yeah, no, this will
Okay.
be
No
this will
spoiler
be our
alerts.
first November episode. So
Oh, right. It's not spooky
Oh.
season anymore. It's pumpkin time.
It's turkey time.
It's turkey time. So it's an all-black cast, and
yeah,
it's
that's right.
set in the Ghanaian and Nigerian neighborhoods of Harlem.
Oh, nice.
And so all of the characters are, except Falstaff, which I thought was a cool call, are like from Ghana or from Nigeria, and a lot of traditional dress, which was so cool. And the actor playing Falstaff is I think I told you both that there's somebody who works the public all the time who I used to live with.
Oh, no.
Anyway,
No.
very briefly, I sublet from a couple where the woman and I went to high school together, and the man was a real actor and,
Hey.
and did stuff with the public all the time. And anyway, one time our mutual friend, yours and my mutual friend Rachel, came to stay at mine when the trains weren't running anymore because we were doing an opening night that went till like 2 a.m. and she couldn't get
Oh,
back to
yeah.
Queens. And the couple were like, "You had a man over here. you slut. And I was like, that was my friend Rachel. She's not into women. I'm not. At the time I wasn't into women. But also,
we're not
she's
sluts.
a woman. We're not. I was like, no, that was my friend. Like, I should have texted you, but it was 2 a.m. and I just felt so bad that she couldn't get home. And anyway, I didn't live with them too long because they were like, they did not like having me there. And I was like, why did you invite me here? Anyway, he's a great actor though. So he plays Falstaff, and one of the cool things, let's talk about queer culture excitement, is that they've made Fenton a lady, and that's why there's this like pushback from Mr. Page, Master Page, about Anne getting together with Fenton. Is he's like, get out of here, Fenton. You're a lady. It's not going to happen for you with my daughter, Anne. And Anne's like, no, but that's who I love. Anyway, it was great.
That's amazing.
It was cool. That. It was very cool. I was very glad that we got to see some queer representation in that show.
Yeah.
Oh, good show. Very funny.
I love it.
Pretty pacey.
Yeah.
So it
was just nice to be back in those.
Speaking of
those queer
tunnels,
yes, those seats, those tunnels.
Those tunnels
I know. Speaking of queer representation, a long time ago, I came up with a bunch of puns where it's just our normal musical theater canon, but queer.
Oh, yeah.
And I've always wanted to actually produce it. Number one, and most importantly, Oklahoma sexuals.
Oh, yes. I'm putting money, I'm going to sink much money into that.
Man on Man of La Mancha.
Yes.
I'd
Number
certainly
3,
watch that. Mm-hmm.
Gays and Dykes.
Oh, that's fun.
Truth be told, these were the shows that happened while I was first in college, when I was back at community college. And so it struck me like how well they would convert. Even at the time, didn't admit it to myself, but at the time, it was like, these would work really well. Reverse. Yeah. So
yeah.
I don't know how you would reverse it, but Sarah and Sky could be women.
Oh, yeah.
And Adelaide and Nathan could be men. Nathan could be men, or Ada, Addie, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah. What's her face? Could
be men. Or vice versa. I get a cold. Or non-binary. We could have some NBs in there. It would be so good.
Yeah. I like that. Actually, I think Gays and Dykes is what I actually want to see right now.
I think no less than 3 people did Annie's Lament. Is that it?
Yeah.
Adelaide's Lament.
Adelaide's Lament
from Guys and Dolls.
For what?
General auditions.
Oh,
well, yeah.
My freshman year. So it's my freshman year in college. Yeah, 3 other freshmen at least did.
Oh, that's right. I always think because they replaced for the film. She sings a song that is different in the stage show, but it's always Adelaide's Lament's always the same. I think I'm thinking of one she does early on, which is a bushel and a peck. Right. Which in the film is
that's not in the movie.
Something else.
Who cares? That movie is garbage.
What? I'm sorry.
Oh,
what?
It's
That's a great film. How dare you?
No, it is not. It's a terrible film.
It's great. What's wrong with it? Frank, it's Frankie. Being the best.
Well,
Marlon Brando.
I was going to say, Marlon Brando. But no. It might be a fun movie on its own, but compared to the show itself, not a care. It's just the show is so glorious and so well written. A little problematic now, unless you make it so that Sarah is aware that she is drinking and chooses to do so.
Sure.
Which can easily be done. But
absolutely.
It is one of the greatest librettos that we have. And the movie is not.
Listen.
Is this our first fight?
I think we're having a fight, and guys, I'm trying to keep my cool.
Guys, don't fight.
Well, this is the thing. I like everything is my problem. So I'm oh man, Guys and Dolls, what a great movie, And then I saw the stage show, and I was like, "Whoa, great! Different than the movie."
Very.
But I like them both.
See, my problem was I started with the stage show and then watched the movie.
Well, here's the thing. Who did you see do the stage show? Because I saw it in a library in Glasgow. And so that might not have been the place to watch.
No, I mean, I was in
that sounds awful.
I was in the show.
No, how dare you? Glasgow is a great place for musical theater.
In a library?
All right.
You got to be quiet. You can't be that loud. Every 2 seconds, everybody's like shushing you. That lady goes by with the cart returning the books.
Python. I will say
some long shh.
The first season, the first like semester I was in Glasgow, or maybe like within the first year, I saw a couple of American shows. I saw Wizard of Oz and I saw Arsenic and Old Lace. And I remember being like, they're really trying though with the accents. I was like, they're really trying. The little girl who was playing Dorothy, like, it was a very funny. It was hard to watch sometimes. It was fine anyway. But the Guys and Dolls crew in the library did a good job. It just probably maybe wasn't.
I'm glad they did a good job. I think a library is unideal to do Guys and Dolls in.
It had a stage. Do you know what I mean?
I understand this, but I still don't.
All right.
Any space can be a theater, but oi.
any space can be a theater, but most spaces should not be a theater.
New York disagrees with you, but here we are.
And New York can disagree.
So does Edinburgh
with me
during the Fringe.
Sure, both of those places can disagree with me if they want, and they can go fuck themselves.
Oh my god!
All of the public theaters were literally library reading rooms.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's such a good point. Oh, all I do is see shows in libraries or old libraries.
Hold on.
Happy Star Trek Day, everybody.
Oh my gosh, happy Star Trek Day.
I saw your post. With you.
Looking in your so cool in your suit and your jumpsuit and your suit.
I mean, yeah, it's hanging over there. I'm currently not wearing pants. I'm sorry.
Stand up right now. No, I'm just kidding.
Are any of us wearing pants?
You prove it. No, I'm wearing
just
pajama
being
bottoms.
honest. See, there we go.
David?
But yeah,
I'm in a dance belt.
Amazing.
Is that true?
It the traditional kind or is it the brief kind?
It's as thick as the can be.
Well, yeah.
Wait,
but I mean,
you're joking us.
Are we?
No.
I'm just talking like, is it a full brief or are we talking butt floss?
Butt floss.
Yeah. Okay.
Butt floss. My cheeks are making contact with the chair I'm sitting on right now.
It's the best way to live.
I can't even. I'm Googling dance belt. Just kidding. I know what it is. It's a jockstrap for dance. Yeah.
But turn off your family filter.
Yeah.
That way you get to see the good stuff.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my family filter's off because I see stuff I don't want to see.
All the time.
All the time.
No, you're still seeing. No, it's still on. It's on by default, and you're seeing just the surface level.
Are you serious?
Filth. Yeah.
So when I search, the hentai gifs, those are just the family friendly ones.
Those are the family friendly hentai gifs. Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
I know.
I'm gonna turn that family filter off.
You gotta turn it off. You find the good stuff, baby.
Yeah. Except then you'll spend the first 5 days afterwards going.
Yeah, but then the 6th day, you do this.
Oh.
It converts.
This is a podcast. No one can see into faces.
Over.
I guess you have to cut this bit out then.
Yeah, no, I must keep it.
Eventually,
I want to verbally describe each of your faces while you did that. So
do it.
Cameron's face was shock horror, and on the 6th day, David's face was, you know what? I don't think I hate this.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabs. Hentai gifts.
T-shirt.
Finally.
Not too shabs. Hentai gifts.
We have so many shirts that we're going to be wearing.
It's okay.
Yeah, we might have to put them on alternate things. That I would like on a put on like a beer mug.
Great.
Nice.
Or on my new
show us
tankard.
You have a tankard? Oh,
hell
this is D&D heaven.
This is exactly that's what I wanted it for. And
look at that.
I got one.
amount of false bottom, though. Come on, they're robbing you of at least 3 ounces in there.
I know. It does say 20 ounces, though, so that's pretty great.
That's pretty big.
That is pretty great.
I mean, that's pretty good.
20 ounces is my water bottle.
That's how I drink my coffee.
Not gonna tell me.
Out of a tankard?
Out of a tankard?
In 20 ounces.
Oh, in 20 ounces? Sure. Oh, Cameron and Tessa took a water break at the same time and left me to just wax philosophical about whatever I chose. And
so
I
talk about
choose...
Star Trek.
Oh, Star Trek, yeah. I love Star Trek.
What's your favorite series?
One Ring to Rule Them All. The crew is in search of the X gene. The truth is out there somewhere. Mm-hmm. My favorite. I came into Star Trek with the Next Generation, so that crew is my I have nothing but love for the original crew, but yeah, I think Next Gen is my favorite.
Yeah, me too. It was also just so good. The chemistry between those people is infallible. It's just still to this day. I mean, I want to go to Star Trek conventions just to see them together.
And they went long enough that a lot of stuff could be explored. I feel like the disadvantage of Deep Space Nine or Voyager is they just never got a chance as much.
They all went for 7 years.
But they don't have movies.
No, they don't.
Correct.
And that's where character development is. Save it for the big screen. Save your big moments for the big screen.
I'm repping all of the sci-fi nerds who are not as trekked up.
Yeah, who are not Trek fans.
Who are not, I'm a Trek. I would say so. For me, the OG series, which is I think what people say when they haven't watched all of Next Gen, Voyager, Deep Space Nine. It's well, yeah, this is what I've watched, so this one's my favorite. I have watched a curated list of Next Gen episodes.
Ooh. I bet that was great, actually.
Curated
actually
by who?
Was great.
Name your sources.
One of my 2 ex-Trek ex-boyfriends, Trekkie ex-boyfriends, is what I have a big collection of them. They all got diagnosed with ADHD after we broke up, and they all also had anxiety, I think. But they were
tend to go hand in hand.
And they both were Next Gen was their Star Trek. And so they showed me a curated, I can't remember which one. Sorry. They all blend together. I'm
That's
a slut.
Okay.
Remember?
We won't slut shame people for having sex, having a lot of sex.
No.
We will slut shame people for not remembering the details of Star Trek. Being it all blends together. What
it all blends together.
On this of all days.
Incredible.
But I do remember the episodes I was shown. It was basically let's get you to the Borg. And so they did. So it was what? It was
it was Iborg. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
It was episodes until we got, is it called the Borg, right?
Well, no, Borgs? I mean, the episode you're describing, if it's let's get you back to the Borg, it's Iborg.
No, sorry. I mean, basically they showed me episodes until, so that we could just fill in until the Borg stuff happened.
Okay.
So then I watched the Borg episode where
Best
the
of Both Worlds,
captain
part 1 and 2
is a Borg. And that was...
No, I was just hoping that there was an episode name or an arc called "Let's Get You to the Borg."
Let's get you back.
Get him to the Greek.
How Stella got her Borg back.
How Seven got her Borg back. Bringing it. Not to cross-contaminate, but if you haven't seen Star Trek and are interested in starting from the beginning, I have another podcast called The Meh Generation, where a friend of mine and I, who was not a Trekkie, and he is now, I won, but we watched every episode. We watched every Trek ever in order, and we had to take a hiatus in the middle of Next Gen because his mom died tragically, unfortunately. But it's pretty good. We talk about how things have aged, and
it's a good podcast, y'all.
It was one of the things that helped me realize I was queer.
Oh my gosh. No, that's big.
Yeah. So like, if you want to hear that progression happen in real time, it's on the internet, everybody.
There it is. It's well documented.
Are we cross-promoting our pods
Yes,
now?
we are.
Okay, because now would be a great time for me to tell you that Chapter 2 of Stand Up, Speak Out, the public speaking textbook that I am narrating as a podcast is out.
We should actually just do little individual promos for all of our other shit, and that can be our ads. We are paying ourselves.
Yeah, we're paying ourselves. But don't know if you're not in my Speech 100 class, you don't need to listen to Chapter 2.
I mean,
why would you?
I don't undercut yourself, Tessa. Though. Like, there's no one I would rather hear read stuff.
Oh, at one point in today's episode that I recorded, I had to go, oh, the cat's chewing on my cords. Hold on. I didn't cut it out. I just left it right in. They're going to think that's part of Chapter 2.
I love
ethical public speaking.
Incredible.
David?
Incredible. I don't have another podcast.
You should defo have a D&D pod.
It's because we're white, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a white thing. It's a white thing. You guys have a podcast. I just get invited to other ones. I'm going to be on. There is a D&D podcast that I am on. If you want to listen to, and they're actually awesome in their own right. So this is actually great. It's called Knights of the Roll Table. It's my friends back in San Diego that do a podcast, and it's an ongoing adventure of Dungeons and Dragons. Each season is its own arc. So, and I think they're pretty short. I think it's like 13 episodes total each season.
Nice.
So yeah, so you can listen to one. But I'm in an upcoming one. I think they're gonna release it, I don't know, later this year, October, November, something. So it might be out already.
When
by the
we
time
are
this airs.
in.
There you go.
We are in that month.
But I also DM'd a one shot for them where they all fought each other's characters. So
whoa,
download that. It's the Knights of the Roll Table Battle Royale.
Also,
wow.
I loved your MCU lead up podcast.
Oh my gosh, I was on that.
Tessa was on that way back.
I was on that. That was great.
I don't think that one's online anymore though.
Oh, what? Why not taken down off SoundCloud? Why?
Well, because I would have to pay for its maintenance.
Sure.
And
sure. I
was
get
not
it.
was not.
You know what?
We'll put
them up on this We'll put it up on this website when we.
Oh, there we
go.
We'll just put links to all of our shit so that people can experience how great we are.
Oh,
we're so great. I mean, we are great.
I mean, we're fucking great.
We're fucking fabulous.
Cameron.
And if you want a really queer Star Trek, Discovery.
Yes,
y'all.
Discovery is incredible.
Oh, yeah.
And beautiful.
I have watched a bit of Star Trek Discovery, and I enjoyed it. And I thought I could play that little chunky girl.
Mary Weissman.
Sure.
There are two Marys. They both graduated from Juilliard.
Oh, I couldn't.
Mary Weissman is the Klingon. Mary. Oh God, I'm the worst. Cut this out.
I'm keeping it in since I get to edit. I decide what keeps in.
Yeah. She also came out as queer.
Oh, the one who's went better than me. Went to Juilliard. Oh.
Oh no, it is Mary Weissman. Okay, I was correct.
Better than me? Why are all these people better than me?
How dare you?
What the hell?
She came out as queer, and it's Mary Shafo. That's the other one. Oh. But yeah, they were classmates at Juilliard.
Oh, they graduated at the same time?
That's pretty cool. To then end up in a show together, that's got to be rare.
That's cool.
I think so. But yeah, incredibly. I love that show. I cannot wait. And I cannot wait for Strange New Worlds. I am so fucking excited.
Wait a second. Is that the one with Picard?
No. Picard is with Picard.
Picard's the one with Picard.
It's called Picard.
No, Strange New Worlds is with Anson Mount as Captain Christopher Pike, who was Kirk's predecessor.
Okay. Listen.
It's a prequel.
It's a prequel to the whole prequel season?
Well, Discovery is prequel as well.
Yeah, oh, it looks so flashy, you think
I know. Discovery takes place before the original series, actually.
Everything does?
In Discovery, yeah.
Oh, I see.
Not now. Not season 3. No spoilers.
Oh, dang. Are we going to get to... Anyway, I don't know what we're going to get to do.
Are you caught up, David?
with Discovery. I think so. Yes.
They did the thing with the Red Angel, and that's
yes.
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
yes.
Red Angel.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry about it, Tessa.
Just
I'm
ignore
gonna
what
go
we're
find
saying.
some stuff.
No. Don't look up spoilers. Just watch
No
the show.
spoilers.
No, I'm
Just
gonna go
watch.
look up spoilers.
I'm gonna go spoil this for
hunt down
myself.
stuff I can spoil for
How
myself.
Dare you?
But really, since I've seen the original series, isn't that a spoiler for all of Discovery?
Hey,
Is that how it ends up?
They find incredibly clever ways to fill things in, which I love. I mean,
Oh, cool.
Star Trek's gotten really good at it since Enterprise, which was actually a prequel.
Okay. Whoa.
I think that's the disadvantage to the original series is that you can admire and respect the fact that they were working with like limited budget, limited technology, and all that, but for something like science fiction, I think even something as something a little more grounded like Star Trek is, you need the technology to be able to tell all those stories. And I think the original series is at a slight disadvantage for a lot of people. Like it's going back and watching an old show. It's like Doctor Who.
5-year-old TV show today.
Yeah. It's like Doctor Who.
Ooh,
it's like I'm watching very obvious people in fake rubber monster costumes, like running around.
Right.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, we love and respect Daleks, but they're still exterminate.
Rolling
Daleks.
cans.
Truly scary.
Yeah.
Daleks are truly scary, y'all.
They are, but they're rolling cans.
But they are rolling cans.
Dalek.
They are rolling cans with a plunger hand.
Exterminate.
Cameron, you asked if we want to play a game. I heard you.
I do.
I do. I want to play games.
You said it as Jigsaw.
Yes, I did.
You said it as Jigsaw, which I automatically say no to. I do not.
Oh, I see.
I
You do not engage with Jigsaw.
You don't
No.
You don't
I
fucks
play
with
his
Jigsaw.
games.
It's not the spooky season anymore. We have
Fuck,
to leave
Mary,
it all
kill.
behind us.
Jigsaw and his 2 proteges. Go.
What? Wait, what?
I said fuck, Mary, kill. Jigsaw and his 2 proteges. Go. Or is it
the only person I would fuck
Jigsaw
is
Jr.
Carrie
or whatever.
Ellis.
Jigsaw Jr. So, do we
Jiggle
want
song.
to play round robin, which is where we ask questions and then go around and hear everyone's answers? Or do we want to play Never Have I Ever?
Ooh.
We've done Never Have I Ever, haven't
We
we?
have not.
Oh, what am I
we should do
thinking
that
of?
then, shouldn't
Just
we?
my life?
Yeah.
Well, we haven't done round robin either, but I just was curious. I thought maybe we'd done it. Never mind. I'll shut up.
I mean, maybe we did it in the public a long time ago, but
Oh, sure. I mean, some of those shifts were long, you know?
they were incredible.
Yeah, they were long.
Especially during Under the Radar.
Oh,
Ooh.
I
It
definitely
was so good. I wanted to
was
be in the
so
theater
good.
for all those shows.
definitely
Me too.
played it during Under the Radar. Never have I ever played Never Have I Ever during Under the Radar. Oh, whoops. I did that. For sure did that. Tessa,
Yes.
it's your choice. It's Tessa's choice.
What? No way.
She's the boss.
Yeah, Cameron asked,
Okay.
and Cameron pitched. It's your choice because I delegated.
He's right.
Solid logic,
All right.
bulletproof.
All right. I'm going to pick Never Have I Ever. That's
Great.
fun.
Oh God.
And also because I was just watching that show.
Oh, how's that show?
Great. So good.
Is that the
So
is
good.
That was
the high
remarkable.
school one? Is that
Yeah.
the one? Yeah.
Yeah, I got it confused with the Four Weddings and a Funeral TV show remake because they're both by Mindy Kaling.
Oh right.
But Never Have I Ever is quality television. Very fun.
Amazing.
Very good. You have
Good
to like,
know.
it's like,
I didn't like
it's
the Four Weddings and a Funeral TV series.
oh, didn't you? I didn't watch it yet.
I watched the pilot. It didn't hook me. Didn't
Gotcha.
hook me.
I think
But we
this
do
would
love
hook you
Natalie
because-
Emanuel. She's
Oh my
great.
God, yes, she's one who's
She's on
in
it.
Game of Thrones, right?
Mhm.
Who's I know from. It's like a Northern EastEnders. It's like a soap in the UK.
Oh.
It starts
Yeah,
with
yeah,
H,
yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I'm gonna
Hollister
Just-
is what I want to say.
Your searching face is remarkable. I love it. We're playing to win, right?
Well, what does
Sure.
that mean?
Absolutely.
Never
What do
have
you
I
mean?
ever. You play to win.
Hollyoaks.
You play to try and get everyone else's. You play to try and keep the most fingers up.
It
Oh,
was
sure.
Hollyoaks. It was Hollyoaks.
Got it. Yeah, it is Hollyoaks. She's also recently in F9. Yeah. All right.
I'll go first. Never have I ever been to California.
Wow.
Wow, wait, you've never
Wow.
been? What
No,
does that
it's
even
on my
mean?
list.
You're a neighbor of it practically.
I know. And I've been to like literally 42 states. It's just, I've never made it over that far. I've done
Wow.
all the way around it, but I've never made it that far.
Wow, you only have 8 more to go.
Wow.
I know. And it's like California,
Yeah, dang, I haven't
I
been
had to
that.
count.
Arizona,
I had to count
and
very
the
quickly.
South. That's about it. And not even all the South, just a couple, like Mississippi. And do we really want to go there right now? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a little scary there.
MISSISSIPPI. Okay, continuing.
Was that from Oklahoma?
No.
When
That
they
was just-
spell all the states.
Okay. L-A-A.
Is it going to be boring if I do the same kind of one?
I mean,
No, it can be
no,
the
we're
game
playing
can
to
be whatever
win.
you the game
Okay,
can be
okay.
whatever you
I'm
want
gonna
it
play to
be.
win. Is it me next?
yes.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Never have I ever been to New Mexico.
Boo.
Ha 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 ha. Even tied. We all have 4 fingers in the air. The audience knows now because I announced it. Ha ha.
That's why Tessa's in charge. She
It's
keeps
why
the
she's
she
the
keeps the
boss.
audience. She keeps the audience engaged.
Mhm.
She remembers. She always has an eye out for the audience.
Because we
Yeah,
can see each
I have
other,
an
but you
ear
can't
out.
see us.
Yeah, she's
Yeah.
your advocate, audience. She's your advocate.
I'm thinking of you.
I do not support you.
I kind of support you.
yeah. That's our spectrum here. Okay. Never have I ever owned an iPhone.
God damn it.
What?
Yes.
How do you?
Android baby.
Wow.
The whole time?
Whole time. Well, I mean, in the old days, it was a Motorola flip
And
phone,
Nokia.
and then it was a Nokia. Yeah, it was a Nokia.
Have you had
before
an
that.
iPod?
I've had an iPod, yeah,
Okay.
but like back when they were not the same thing. It was like I had an old ass like brick iPod.
I still have mine.
Oh,
It
nice.
works
Click
really well.
click wheel.
I have mine in like a get around or like a toury rental car. My iPod. Anyway, for the audience, Cameron and Tessa have 3 fingers left, and evil David has 4.
Oh wow! Hey Tessa.
I'm sorry.
Hey
I'm
Tessa,
jealous
as the
of you.
advocate for the audience, can you not propagandize this whole thing, please?
I'll try and be more objective.
each other under thine bus.
I'll
Yeah,
try and be
please don't-
more objective.
Please don't shove your agenda down everybody's throats here.
Never have I ever performed improv professionally.
Oh,
Wait, what are we defining professionally as?
Have you gotten paid for it?
Son of a bitch.
The actual definition of improv?
David and I have 2 fingers for me,
Nope.
3 for David, and 3 for Cameron. I'm losing. But
Uh-oh.
here's where I'm going to get it back, audience. Now, listen, we've talked before about how I feel like I'm not bi enough, but it's coming in handy now because I'm going to say this: never have I ever gone down on a woman.
Shit.
Now we're all tied with 2. Ha ha ha, audience. You're with me on my side, and you're going to try and find a lady for me, right?
Yes.
Also, I'll say, I mean, that's wonderful that 2 like male presenting people put their fingers down for that, because
Yes.
like
Yay,
it's,
feminism.
It's apparently a contentious thing on the internet, and I hate
Oh
it.
yeah, but that's
Yeah,
so
me
dumb.
too.
Like I would leave this podcast
They
if
are
you both didn't put
missing
your
out.
fingers down. I would quit.
I understand. I get it.
That's fair. I would too.
Never have I ever been in a wedding party, like
Oh.
bridesmaid or groomsman.
Seriously?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
got
no.
him down to both got him down to one
Cameron
each.
and I both only have one finger, audience.
And they are both
Guess which
putting their middle finger up. They're both putting their middle finger up and they are flipping me off. Even though I told them not to propagandize this thing.
Well, the audience can't
Clearly,
see.
everything's against me. While that's
Apparently,
I'm
we all
narrating
like to
it for
compete
them,
a little.
Mm.
Tessa.
Okay. Let's see.
They're really thinking. There's
I'm going to
some
lose.
intense
I'm worried I'm
thinking
going to
going on.
lose.
Tessa has to think of one because she might not lose yet, but there is a
Or I
possibility.
Or
There's
could
a
personally
possibility.
attack her and make sure that she loses.
How dare you? How dare you?
Yeah, how cutthroat is Cameron going to be on this question?
It's a good question. I don't know. What will my action be?
Or he could specifically target me to get
It's true.
us all down to one.
It's true.
But then that
That would be
leaves
more exciting.
Tessa open for victory. That leaves Tessa open for victory. If he
Never
were to
have
do
I
that.
ever worked in the box office at the Public.
God damn it.
Wait a second. Are we counting
Yes.
only the box office at the Public? We're not counting the Delacorte.
No, we're counting the Public as an institution.
Oh, come on. The Public as an institution,
Tessa
really?
lost. Tessa loses.
No, wait a second, though, because
Tessa
you said
loses,
the
she
box
worked at
office
the
at the Public.
box.
Fine. I worked at the box at the Delacorte. Fine. Jerks. I always wanted to work at the box at the Public, but I've
I
lost.
always
So the
wanted to,
audience,
too.
David has one finger and Cameron has one finger. And so out of fairness, I think I should say the next question.
Oh, you should.
You should.
That's cool. I like that.
Me too.
Ooh, but it's got to be something that could break this tie. Ooh, what do I know?
Oh,
What do
this
I
is
don't
now.
know?
Who are
This
you
is
going to
now
shoot
who
in
do
the
you-
face,
yeah.
Tessa?
This is now who do you
like more?
prefer? This is now who
No,
do you
no.
who's your favorite amongst the two?
I'm going to choose something that I think I don't know what will be the answer.
Oh.
Okay. I truly
Oh
don't
my
know if
God.
either of you have done this.
Uh-oh.
So this could be illuminating. Okay. So
I feel
never
like
have
that was
I
the point of the
ever.
game originally.
Never have I ever had sex in public. They both put their hands out on me. They both did it. They both did it.
Oh no!
These two are freaks. Ah,
A little, yeah.
freaks.
good for Jens. And maybe this is gonna be TMI. I just hope that whenever I find my person, whoever they may be,
Audience, get on it.
Get on it.
that they're gonna match my libido. Because I've been, I'm not saying
It's
I've ever
important.
just been disappointed.
I think
before,
you
but I
have
just,
to.
It's-
Yeah.
I just,
really important.
would like to, woo,
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
I
You have to.
It's important.
I'll say the only thing I'll say about it is it's not in my category of like strong likes. Like I wouldn't prefer to do it, but the person I was seeing at the time was very into it, so I was like, sure, I'll go along with that. Yeah.
The public intercourse.
Public intercourse.
Welcome to Public Intercourse 101.
No.
I'm your professor.
Oh,
Muriel
no.
Van Dutch.
Oh,
Tip
no.
number
Morty,
1: don't
come
wear
here.
underwear ever.
Morty, get in here.
We're gonna show them how it's done. Oh dear,
If only.
Terrible.
very terrible.
Should we do one more round?
Oh sure.
Or shall we switch games? Because both are doable.
Ooh, no. You know what? Switch games.
Switch games.
Okay. This one we can't win,
I
so we
have
won't
no idea.
suddenly hate each other.
Great, because I'm very
Yeah,
angry
that's
with you two.
and that's the reason I want to switch game because I hate you both now. So
Really, if we were being pedantic about language, I won the last round because I never worked at the public box office. I worked at the Delacorte box office.
Yes. However,
I'm
what
gonna
did
push
your
my glasses
paychecks-
up on my nose. My paycheck said like
Shakespeare
Astor
in the Park.
Library or something. Our paychecks never said like the public theater. It was always
actually,
like,
they
That's
said the
true.
New York Shakespeare Festival.
oh shoot, you're right. I don't know how that-
you've worked at a festival. I don't know who.
I've only
who's-
done
I don't
festival
know.
jobs.
I don't know
Shit.
what argument that favors. I don't know if
It
that
does.
favors
Really, I don't-
Cameron or
yeah.
Tessa, but
Okay,
Hmm.
so
Okay.
Real talk with round robin. Do you want me to ask the questions and then we all answer, or do we want to rotate questions after you hear one, so you can understand the kind of questions they are?
Ooh.
They're just general.
Do you think, David?
They're just general funsy questions.
Yeah.
Like, have you fucked in public? No, I'm kidding.
Just lighthearted.
Just
fun.
like a
Just
general
lighthearted
question you'd
fun.
ask anyone you just met.
Yeah. I mean, I wish people would just ask me stuff like that. I'm so sick of small talk.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun to go, each of us asking a
for
question.
Sure.
I love that as
Agreed.
well.
I think if people talked about it more, it wouldn't be such a weird subject for everybody.
Sex?
Yeah.
Oh,
I think people should talk about it.
It shouldn't be.
I don't think people should talk about it all the time, but
I've been talking about it more, I guess, or more open than I was in the past.
mm-hmm. Oop. Can you hear
Is that a big
There's
plane going by?
Giant truck going by.
Oh,
The apocalypse.
The planes of the ground, as we call them.
ground
Tessa.
planes.
Evil.
Lightning.
Lightning.
Wind.
Wind.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
All right.
He's bigger than a long-tailed cat in a room full of rocking chairs.
That's your rogue. That's
It was
rogue.
terrible, but
Ugh.
She had a lot of Ted Lasso style
she did.
quips,
Yeah.
didn't she?
She
Yeah.
did.
She did have some quips.
That's an
Yeah.
amazing
Quips
show,
on her.
by the way.
Yes.
a
Oh,
good
we
show.
gotta have to talk about that.
Well, gang,
Well,
if you could pick your superpower, what would it be?
ooh.
I would like the power that cartoons have, where you can hide perfectly behind any shaped object.
Yes. That's the
So,
most
like-
introvert power I've ever heard.
Just yeah. Please don't perceive me.
Stop looking at me.
Yeah, I'm gonna disappear behind this microphone stand.
I love it.
That
Tessa?
is the best. That is so good. I'm just boring. I just say flight. Flight for me.
Flight's great.
I want to be
Why
able to
wouldn't
get
you- why
anywhere,
wouldn't
any
you
old
want flight?
time. I want to fly. Because I was like, oh, but then I'll get cold in the winter when I'm flying. But I could just put a coat on.
You could.
It doesn't affect your flying.
No.
No, because I can fly.
Yep.
I'm not going to get iced wings.
I think it was Daniel Tosh, which is like I don't vibe with a lot of his comedy, but
No,
I think
who
he's
does?
the one who said I think he's the one who has one of my favorite jokes, which is like, how does Superman fly faster? And then he does a visual thing where he's like, you're flying forward, and then he's like, huh? like pushes his body like more forward.
That's a good.
It's like a
that's
throttle.
yeah, it's
That's a good
throttle.
question.
I've always assumed.
Oh,
it was like
I want to be able to
a
fly
telepathic thing.
fast. I should put that
Mhm.
because if it's like, yeah, you can fly, but it's like 1 mile an hour. I don't want that. That's slowing me down.
You can fly at your walking speed.
I can fly faster than my walking speed.
Yes.
Well, we all walk like New Yorkers, so that's still not
That's
a
true.
problem. compared
Oh,
to
that's
the
pretty good.
rest of
It's
the
pretty
world.
good.
Yeah.
Pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
Pretty quick.
Cameron.
Get out of the way. I have always wanted telekinesis, but like I'm talking
Ooh.
Phoenix level telekinesis where I
Like
can also
lifting
make myself
big.
fly.
Oh, yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that for you.
I love that journey for you.
I love that. for
I
you.
love that
Put it
superpower
on
for
your
you.
vision board. It's just a pair of eyes.
You know what? If we believe it can happen, guys. It can happen.
I think if we believe, like, I'm going to go to the roof tonight. Like, I believe it hard enough.
Go to the roof.
Just promise me that you won't actually try and jump. You'll just try to levitate first and then float
Yeah.
over the edge. okay?
Always levitate first.
Great.
Yeah.
Always be levitating.
Always be levitating. Always be practicing levitating.
Levitating.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I can do one.
Oh, good. Please, David.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
Oh, good.
I love how
we
we
could
get
just
so
get a little
supportive and
close.
golf voicey when this happens.
Absolutely. I think it's a good way to be.
What is
It
your
really is.
Here's a good one
We're
based
listening.
on. This is actually very appropriate for, since we were just talking about how contentious the discourse just got about guys and dolls.
Oh, I'm fascinated already.
What's your favorite song in a musical that you hate?
Ooh.
Still Hurting.
From the last 5 years? How dare you, first of all.
Wow.
I love
But second-
Still Hurting. It is one of the
second
most
of all, I
beautifully written
understand. Great
songs
song.
that we have.
Great. It's a
The
great
show's
song.
garbage. If it was just that show, if it was just Kathy
that
singing
song?
that, I'd be in. I'd be in 100%.
Wow. Ooh, this is hard. This is
How dare
hard.
you. How dare you?
Oh,
2
this is
hours of people
hard.
being assholes. So like,
Yeah. Yeah, truly.
we just get to assume that he's an asshole and that she's not also an asshole at that song. But
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It is exceptional.
Dang. Oh, David, do you already know yours? I'm still deciding.
I don't actually.
Okay,
I asked
I know.
the question without thinking about it.
I feel bad because I think a lot of people really like this. I don't know if we could even call it a show, but the Songs for a New World cycle songs, those
Songs from New World.
that show, I have heard many of the songs, and I never was into it. The only song I like is the stars and the moon and the sun and the
That's a good one.
and that's
That is a good
something
one.
you'll never leave.
Yeah.
And I
That's a
looked
good one.
around
That one's a gut
and I asked
punch.
myself,
Yeah. It's a sad.
and I said, "Oh God, I never had the moon." Good song. It's a good song.
Yeah.
It's
You should
remarkable.
sing that one, actually, Tessa.
Oh yeah,
think
you
you-
liked
I
my
think you-
rendition just now.
Oh, flawless. Yeah. Indistinguishable from you really singing.
Yeah.
I think you would kill it at that song, actually.
Oh,
It's one of
man.
the few JRBs that I actually do.
Oh, nice. Yeah. See, the thing is, the funny thing is, I really like that song. I heartily disagree though. I would never like to, marry somebody who's poor. I think she made the right call. And then she's like, I have so many regrets. And I'm like, yeah, shut up. You're rich. Sitting on your yacht. I don't feel, I just like the way the song is, but at the same time, the message is like, marry somebody poor who'll make you happy. And I'm like, never. What? What? What's wrong with that?
Incredible.
Did I get the wrong idea?
Maybe a little bit.
I like money. We've talked about before. I like money.
I think that is an over. I think it's a bit of an oversimplification, and I think that.
Well, also all those dudes.
Well,
I'm
'cause
sorry. Well, go ahead. You say.
No,
go ahead.
because I was gonna say
Go
I
ahead.
think the oversimplification is Cameron's lost it.
I'm gone. Just go on
It's gone. Yeah, we'll leave him behind. He'll catch up. No. I think for the interpretation that I have is that the final guy that she ends up with,
Mhm.
the problem is not that she's rich, is that he offers nothing else other than that. And so that is a good thing. I think it is an important thing to be financially secure and all of those things in a relationship. And those guys, the two previous men in the song, don't offer that. They don't offer any sort of financial stability. And it's just the poetry and beauty of living, which is also important in itself.
Sure.
But I think that her realization is all of those things don't replace a life unfulfilled.
One is an artist and one is a philosopher, as compared to just being a business person.
He offers nothing else of
see.
substance, and it's yes, you have all of these things and you are provided for, and you don't have to worry about all of those other things now, but you now also don't have anything to pursue. You have no means to pursue.
It's just money
soul,
for the sake of
your
money.
artistic
There's nothing.
fulfillment.
I
Yeah.
see. Okay. Yeah, because
Those
I just
things
remember
can't be bought.
the dudes, I get that they're an artist and philosopher, but they just always sounded like bad matches. You know what I mean? It was I've got he's got a family in another state and he doesn't take care of them, but he'll take you on the road. It'll be so fun.
I mean, that's pretty close, actually.
Right? And you're why would you do that?
Well, I mean,
anyway,
you have to ask yourself what he's rebelling against. Is he rebelling against the fact that he had a wife and children, or is he rebelling against societal pressures?
I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because like I've seen interpretations where it's both.
Yeah.
Like where you can tell that she actually connected with this person and that he's not a bad person. He is just actively rebelling against what was forced on him. Or that he's an asshole and he was a fling. Both are accurate.
Yeah. It can be both at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It doesn't
I appreciate you both for bearing with me.
It doesn't remove it doesn't remove. Yeah, he could still be an asshole even in the more idealistic version of like.
And most likely is.
Yeah.
Most of the time to rebel, you do have to be a little bit of an asshole.
So true. I'm
at least chaotic neutral. I mean, if we're being honest.
I like to think that I'm chaotic good.
I am neutral good, turns out.
We talked about this, and and David pointed out that is a very good thing to be.
It is a very good thing to be.
But I guess I'm not much of a rebel.
Do you want me to do my updated as the resident DM? Do you want me to do my updated alignment chart? So
yes, I would love that. But first, I want to hear your musical.
Yeah, musical and then updated alignment chart.
I'm scrolling, and again, I'm stalling because once again, I did not think about my answer. I'm trying to think of
this whole time when Cameron was laughing.
I know.
Tessa, when I literally lost my shit.
Tessa, I understand this. Again, mental illness is a terrible thing.
By the way, that's two of us now. We're just missing one who has completely lost our shit on this show.
That's true.
I certainly have at some point, yes?
Mm-mm.
What?
Not like that.
Not yet.
Not the inability to breathe kind of losing their shit.
Clearly we're just not that funny to Tessa.
So. Yeah. I guess that's the moral of the story.
Oh, dang.
I love the song I Know Him So Well from Chess.
But you hate Chess.
And I rather hate it. I think the rest of the songs are kind of just okay to me, and of course, I mean it's legendary as a musical that apparently cannot have a book written for it because they've done it like 3 or 4 times and tried to make it work, and it doesn't work, and I don't think it does.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I find a lot of its dramatics to be not that compelling.
I actually love someone else's story, but similar.
Yeah.
Chess and Songs for a New World were both. So when I was in college, I would listen to AccuRadio, which was an online radio station. Did Jens listen to that? No. It had ads and whatever, but it was like before Spotify and before Pandora. There was AccuRadio. And I would listen to the Broadway channel, and they would not stop playing me Songs for a New World and Chess, and I would skip them every time they came on, and I was like, I'm tired. I'm just tired. And like it was never what I wanted. It was like that and Secret Garden. It was like everything from the 90s. They would do Blood Brothers all the time.
Oh hey.
Yeah. Wow, I mean that's a good one, but
that one's pretty good.
But yeah, it was all the time. I was like skipping over Chess and Songs for a New World.
I have such nostalgia for Songs for a New World, but that's like that, and that like my thought about Stars and Moon just now is like that comes from years of sitting around at like Denny's, like deconstructing Songs for a New World. And it's like, if we were to produce it, what would we do? And like, what's our interpretation of all these songs?
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. See, that's fun. It's like a director's challenge, a musical director's challenge, and a director's challenge.
We're just missing one. We could do it.
We could do. Oh yeah, we could. Yeah, we need. If Tessa were to do the Stars and Moon track, then we would need somebody who sings like. She sings all
just
the.
One
all
Step.
No, Just One Step's the same woman.
Is it really? I don't.
Yeah, you would sing. Tessa would sing
act
Just
like
One
I am
Step.
A singer and can sing. I like that.
You
can. And it's also comedy, which you are fucking great at. So it's like that. You would sing Just One Step, which is the rich lady on the who's about to jump.
Incredible. Oh, I love this for me.
And then you get Stars and Moon. And then it's Surabaya Santa. So it's Mrs. Claus singing about Santa Claus.
I was just 17 when he rode into town.
Oh, this is my jam.
And then you also get not Hear My Song. Oh, the Flag Maker. Flag Maker's okay, but like,
is it about like the lady who made the flag?
Sort of. Yeah.
Sort of.
She's like singing. It's a more general character about like the war and like waiting for the soldiers to come home and what's life going to be like after the war and all of those things.
I have a great Scottish song that I love that's about like that.
There you go.
You know, the Scots. It's like,
the Scots
everyone's
and their wars.
dead. The Scots and the Irish. It's like, he went away to war and never came back. That's sad. Do you hear their ghosts crying? Because England is the boss. It's like sad.
Trademark, patent pending.
Yeah, cut this part out until Tessa releases the full single.
Yeah, 100%. Although, no, this might hold up in copyright court. So release it and then finish.
Yeah. This
Good
is
point.
the patent. This is the patent.
This is copyright claim right here.
Oh, goodness. All right.
You're up, Tessa.
Oh, my goodness.
And then
My
we will
round
do a
robin
reading.
question.
Yes.
Okay. My
'Cause I
round
need to
robin
know.
question. Maybe this is too simple. What is your favorite candle scent? To
I love that, actually.
Huh. That's interesting because there's like Febreze. Like Febreze has a linens one.
Ooh.
But I don't like it in candle form. I do like it in the spray form.
In the spritz.
So I would have to go
aerosol form.
I'd go with vanilla. I like the vanilla.
I love that. I love that for you. I love that journey.
I
love
love
that
that for you.
So
I went around I burned some vanilla instead of sage, and I went around my house with it.
Really? Like
so
a stick
great,
of
'cause
vanilla?
That's not appropriated.
It's not appropriated. I think it's a good idea. I haven't
Did you do
actually
it?
done that.
idea.
Oh,
No,
come
I haven't done
on.
it. Sometimes I do it. This is an Asian thing because we cook a lot of fish, and you can't. It's hard to get fish smell out. my aunt, and my uncle like cooked fish like all the time, and so that's like a very like ingrained smell in me. So if I very rarely will cook fish for the sake of my roommates, but once in a while I get a craving, I have to do it. And then afterwards, you put vanilla in a pot and cook
and
it
just
on the stove.
Smart.
Just let it.
That is so smart. We had a really bacony smelling house for a couple of days when my dear friend made some bacon for us, but it was like for the next 12 hours. It's like bacon everywhere.
Smells like exclusively of bacon.
Yeah.
You think you're being choked by bacon?
It's on me.
It's on me.
Out, damned bacon. That's Macbeth set in a diner.
I was going to say, it's apparently my Lady McBeat face, too. It's the same as my horror face.
Which I've seen.
Horror.
I've seen Macbeth set in a diner. It's a stupid
Really?
thing. Yes.
Is this a bacon I see before me?
Yeah. What's the worst Shakespeare reinterpretation you've seen?
I was in it.
I was going to say I was in it. You know I was in it.
Oh, no. All
Okay.
right. What's the candle scent?
I have two.
Yeah.
And they're both holiday related. Go figure.
Yes.
Because I am the most basic of Christmas bitches. I start listening to Christmas songs in July because that's when I start to crave them. So there is the scent from my childhood, and it's called Boughs of Holly, and they don't make it anymore, unfortunately.
No.
But like my mom saved it and turned it into like wax melt, and she sent it to me. And like every time I smell it, it like brings back all of the joy that I felt my entire life. And I love it so much. But then also, balsam and cedar, Yankee Candle, so good. It's the best. It's the best pine scented candle.
Yes,
most
balsam and
excited
cedar.
I've ever seen Tessa.
No, that's good. That's good. Oh, so my turn.
Oh, for sure.
My roommate ordered. So she gets candles more than me. I'm not too much of a candle lady. Truly, I got two here that were presents, but that's it. I'm not out there buying candles. Okay.
You're sounding very defensive, Tessa.
But my roommate got one from Witch City Wicks in Salem, Massachusetts. And it's like smoke.
We burned witches with this.
And I was like, is this appropriate? But it's like a smoky scented one, like a fire.
Oh.
But they hung the wood. They didn't burn them. They hung them. So
Sure.
it's okay. They're allowed.
Whatever they tell themselves
anything
to
like
sleep at night.
smoky, anything smoky, I'm there for it. Because like Lefroy's my favorite whiskey. Any smoky scented candle, like a fireplace scent. I love the Crimbo ones too. I made one myself at like a candle, like make your own candle scents place, and you're gonna love this because I'll tell you the name. After I tell you what was in it. It was tomato leaf, grapefruit, and teak wood.
Oh, you made a Bloody Mary candle?
I made a morning wood candle. I did it.
Welcome to Camp Morningwood.
Get it.
Light your candles and get ready for fun.
Ready for fucking.
Fucking.
What was the name of the place?
Where I made the candle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called like Pittsburgh Makes a Candle, something like that. It was in Pittsburgh. It was like Pittsburgh Candle Lab.
Okay.
Maybe it's the neighborhood Candle Lab. Because we did Lawrenceville. I think we did it in Lawrenceville. Anyway, if you're in Pittsburgh, visit the Candle Lab in Lawrenceville.
Incredible.
Make your own candle. You can smell just like the pure scent. Like you can just go around and like smell.
I like that you staved it off. You were like, I'm going to tell you the name of the candle place after I tell you what kind of candle I made. It was like a promise of like, you built it up and then you were like, well, I think it was called, I don't remember.
No. I meant the name of the candle because the morning wood was the joke, you see?
Got it.
Built up.
I see. I built up the wrong thing.
I feel better now.
Okay. Real quick, we have to swap Shakespeare horror.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure we all have it.
Slash talk about the worst Shakespeare play we've ever seen. And then I would love to hear that reading, David, because
sure.
Yeah, David.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah. So I was my first professional theatrical production. Did I tell this story on this podcast already? I don't think I did.
I don't think you did.
I don't know. I don't think so.
My first professional gig as an actor was touring the Scottish play.
Incredible. Mine's a Scottish play story too. Sorry.
You mentioned this, but you did not go into detail.
Okay.
Just for our historian listeners out there. So keep the wiki updated. It was the largest section is tangents.
Yes. That's who we are.
Yeah.
It was for the Wyoming Shakespeare Festival Company.
Wow. Congrats.
Our director was educated in England and is independently wealthy. So like, it was lovely.
She's a lord.
How dare you assume it was a man?
Okay.
I just assumed that women couldn't independently be healthy.
I knew that's where your brain went.
The fucking patriarchy, right?
So sorry, everyone. So sorry.
Anyway, we're all recovering. We're all recovering from the.
I'm a product of my upbringing.
Yeah. The 90s were a rough fucking time.
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
So this person, she is brilliant and lovely, but a little off the deep end as far as her theatrical ideas.
Sure.
So
okay,
we
independently wealthy.
We did the Scottish play as set in this state.
Oh,
so
as set in the state that you're in.
Which I already said. It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you were also touring.
We were touring. Yes. So we had these beautiful, like hand-hewn woolen tunics.
Oh, I love
that. We got directly from, I think, Israel. They were flown in.
Wow.
They were incredibly expensive. Wow. They could not get wet. They got wet.
Oh no!
Because we were performing.
You ordered them from a desert.
You ordered them from cows who can't get wet.
Then underneath, we were wearing flannels, Wranglers, and shit kickers.
Oh no.
And so like during the party scene, we took the tunics off and we're just these Western folks.
Having a hoedown.
Cool.
Sure. She, the director, played both Lady McBee and Lady Macduff.
Oh.
Wow. What a track to create for yourself.
She swapped
an ambitious track.
Bad wigs.
Mm-hmm.
She swapped bad wigs.
They're in scenes together, aren't they?
No, they never meet.
No?
You could do it. You could. No one is thinking those are the same type.
she cast someone who she was currently sleeping with as
to play
Macduff.
Macduff. Okay.
And he could not act to save his life.
Sure.
We still do readings of his interpretation. Oh, my pretty chickens. Oh.
Oh. Oh.
I love it. I love it.
However,
he's a
how
ghost.
the fuck ever. This is just starting.
Uh-huh.
Before, she knew that I sang. That was one of the main reasons she cast me.
Of course.
And she knew that I could actually sing without a microphone. Since we performed these in parks, she was like, I need someone who can project. So not only was I Lord Lennox, but in preface to the entrance of Lady McBee, she had us all, the lords, walking off. And then she had me turn around. And to a karaoke track, I sang, Thank Heaven for Little Girls.
Ew! No! Ew!
Uh-huh.
Ew! But also,
I'm rubbing my eyes to get
worst song choice. Ew!
And her original, if she had been able to complete her vision, it would have been having all of the lords carry her in a clawfoot bathtub. But clawfoot bathtubs are expensive. So.
And also fucking heavy.
Also so heavy, yeah.
How would anyone have been able to carry that?
Good question.
That's horrible. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's awful. Ugh.
Do you know what?
Tragic.
My story is so similar though. You're gonna be so okay. So, worst Shakespeare adaptation I ever saw, I was in. It's how I met my current flatmate. So, really good things came of it, and I met a good friend from it too. I met a couple good friends from it.
Some of the best things come from your worst show.
Really terrible shows, yeah. So, the artistic director of a small company, decided he wanted to direct and star in a production of Mackers, and he was essentially the producer, director, and the star. But he was not independently wealthy. He was he had a bartending job, but he paid for everything, and he paid for a 3-week run at a theater in New York City for this show. Wow. Jesus Christ. Horrible. As you can imagine, his Mackers was not good because he also did the cut himself of the play. And I was like, you never need to cut Mackers. It should run an hour and a half. It moves.
Yeah.
It should move. You know, if you're really want to get
shortest tragedy.
Do crazy shit, sure, you can make it last 2 hours. With the cuts, it was a 2-hour long show.
Oh no.
Yes. It was so bad. The witch, so he had said it in the world of business execs.
Of course.
And when you meet the witches are strippers. And that's who I was, a stripper witch. And oh man, people after the show were like, so that one witch, they were talking about me. They were like, that one witch, why didn't she have pants? And I was like, nobody ever gave me any. Nobody suggested I put it, they were like, here are some hot pants and a blazer.
The budget
did not get me pants.
It ran out at your pants.
We were all in high heels. We had blazers for when we became part of the business world, but we were also wearing lingerie and being like, when shall we three meet again? Tits.
Wow.
There was a
audience. I wish you could have seen that.
I did learn how to dance kind of sexy from it. Because
dramaturgically makes no sense.
Exactly, because the witches are called I would think you were women apart from your but you have beards. No, they're supposed to be old. And anyway. Oh,
maybe
it was so bad.
Maybe they just had fake lovers to,
Yeah.
To pretend.
Oh, yes. Straight. You're right. They meant beards in terms of they were lesbians. I like that interpretation better. And then I remember at this one point at the end where Mac, the guy playing Macbeth, who was, the director and the producer, decided that at the moment that basically they're in the castle right after his wife dies and what's his face comes in to be like, your wife is dead. Seton comes in to be like, hey, your wife's dead. He was going to be eating sushi for that scene. We would do this show. We did almost 8 shows a week. We did 7 shows a week. And this SOB got to have his dinner on stage and just eat some sushi.
And it was sushi. That's where all the budget went.
That's where the budget went. We each got paid like $100 for the whole thing.
I bet it wasn't no gas station sushi or something.
It was from a nicer little deli down the street. Wow. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, it was so bad. It was like it was nonsensical. The girl who played Lady Macduff, we were hidden. Speaking of hiding behind, trying to make your body fit to hide behind something, we were hidden behind these 3-foot wide panels. It was just a big open space. And then there were like 3-foot wide panels, which we all hid behind from the audience. One of the 3-foot wide panels was taken up with the girl playing Lady Macduff, who believed that you were the best actor you could be was how open your hips were. So she would be doing hip stretches the entire show till her scene. And I did nobody wanted to just be like, oh, you're just not very good. She was like, if I could just get my hips a little more open.
I would unlock it. I would unlock the acting.
I would understand what Lady Macduff is going through.
Sure. That sounds like an improv prompt. Like a really bad improv prompt.
Yeah.
You're an actor who can't access unless their hips are open.
Yeah. It's your quirk.
Yeah.
It's your quirk. It's your party quirk.
Oh, I hate it. I wasn't in a bad Shakespeare.
What have you seen?
But I have seen, the diner one is the worst one I've ever seen, I think.
I can't believe it.
Generally adaptations, I've also been lucky enough to see generally pretty good Shakespeare adaptations. But that Macbeth in a diner was odd. He was the cook and she was like the front of house person.
Lady M?
Lady M. And she wanted him to take over ownership of the diner.
Duncan shows up and he's like,
it's called Duncan's, right? Because it's like Duncan's the king, right? Yeah, so the
Duncan
diner was called Duncan's.
Stop it. That's so insane.
I'm trying to remember. I think the 3 witches. I'm trying to remember. I think they
were waitresses.
They lived in the jukebox or something. I don't remember.
Well,
I made that up.
That actually.
I think I made that up.
See, that
would be fun.
That one's too good.
That's too good.
That's too good. I still think it sounds absurd. I always like the interpretation where they make the witches 3 of the other characters. So I saw one where Malcolm is one of the witches. And so
I love that.
So at the end, he's crowned King of Scotland. And then he's like, wonderful. And then he puts on the witch's garb and meets with the sisters and is like, we did well.
I like that.
That's cool.
I like that. I don't like when they make it seem like the witches are actually controlling everything. Cause I'm like, to me, the whole point of the play is like if they're physically moving characters around and stuff, if they're physically hands-on. Because to me, the point is this man received this little push and he took all the rest of the steps himself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yes.
He maybe would have done it anyway.
He might have done.
All
exactly.
He needed was that little push.
Exactly.
And I'll save my nightmare show because I was saying the best things come out of the worst show. I'm gonna save that because it's not a Shakespeare show. I'll save it for some other day. I don't want to appropriate a Shakespeare conversation. Next ep, a teaser for next epi.
So what I've learned is we need to co-direct a production of the Scottish play.
Of Macbeth. I think we all 3 would make a great
we're the 3 witches
company.
And we also direct.
That's doable.
Yes.
That's doable. Let's find a producer.
I have
anyone out there in the verse.
A beard. I have a beard coming. I pluck it.
Nay, I have a beard coming. I was in a production of Macbeth in college as well, though, and I felt so awful because it was a very they always talk about how it's a cursed play.
Incredibly.
And we had a bunch of cursed things happen to our cast.
We did too.
One of them, unfortunately, was my fault. I cut a guy during our combat, and I kind of cut his head. Luckily, it wasn't that bad, and he was okay. But I just felt like shit the entire time.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. We hadn't even opened yet, and I had been like, I already nearly killed this guy.
Oh no. I'm glad he's okay, and I'm glad you're okay.
Me too.
Do you know what? Yeah, Cameron.
Sorry, go ahead. No.
You.
Okay. So while I was doing this, I was also co-producing on my own the complete works of William Shakespeare Abridged, which I also the three of
we
us
three
would be
should do
amazing at.
that.
Yes. I've never
That
done
would be
it.
so good.
It's
I've only
so much fun.
I think I've auditioned for it, but I've never been cast, which I think is a big mistake. Let's just do it. No offense, but it's a big mistake not to cast me.
Yeah, that's
the
true.
other show that I would like to be in that it's a big mistake I've never been cast in is the 39 Steps. The new what a great show, huh?
That's a great show.
That's a great show.
I saw it.
I was gonna say the thing that I heard that is the reason Mackers is actually a cursed play. And I've heard people talk about like, you know, Shakespeare, like listen to some real witches one time or something, like it's real witchery. Yeah. But I think what it is companies who are financially struggling will put on Mackers because they know it'll be a hit, but it's never enough. One show isn't enough to save a theater company. So companies will close right after they do Mackers because they're trying to like save themselves, you know, but they can't do it. So it's like, it's got this reputation, but then also like weird things have happened to people.
Weird things happen to the actors.
Weird things do happen. I watched the weather change instantaneously.
Oh, that's some spooky stuff.
It was
okay. That's some spooky stuff.
Okay, I take it back.
I mean, the thing is, I think words have power, right?
They do.
Yeah.
I
do think they are actual incantations.
I think they might.
They're probably his interpretations of them. They're probably not true ones, but I think they're based. But
maybe they've gained power through the repetition of. Sorry, I was reading this book.
Yeah, if we believe in the manifestation.
Is it the power of believing?
No, I read that book. But
it's great.
The power of the leaving.
Power of believing, yes.
Believing. Oh, I see.
Power of leaving?
The power of leaving?
Of leaving. Bye, bitches.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
No, I was reading this book called Carry On, which is, so there's this lady who wrote Fangirl and a bunch of other books that were really popular. And
Fangirl. I know
Fangirl you've probably heard of. And then there's something else that's like, they made a movie out of one of the books she wrote. She's got a name. It's like Hobby Lobby or something like that. Like her name is like Holiday Hounslow. I don't know, something. I'm so sorry. I'm gonna have to cut this out.
Rainbow
Rowell. She wrote this book called Fangirl. And in it, there's this like Harry Potter inspired story that this girl is obsessed with and she writes fanfic for it. So she finishes Fangirl and she's like, you know who I can't stop thinking about? Those characters I made up that are like Harry Potter adjacent. So then she wrote this book called Carry On, which is the final book in the Simon Snow book series. And it's like they are witches, but the cool thing about it that I thought was like effing genius. It's different than HP. It's also gay. You two should read it. It's gay. You two should read it. It's like gay young adult wizardry and witches. Yeah, you're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Okay. The thing about their world and their like spellcraft is that the words that have power aren't like necessarily like the Latin spells or something. It's like words that are like pop culturally powerful. So even like things like nursery rhymes have a lot of power because everyone knows them. And Shakespeare has a lot of power because of the repetition throughout the ages and because of like they have this place in like culture and in the psyche, the human psyche. So I was really like, oh, this is cool. And like even songs and stuff like Call Me Maybe is a spell, I think.
I love that.
It's super cool. That was an aspect of it that I really liked. And also it's a gay, so you should read it.
That reminds amazing.
That reminds me of a TikTok. There's this person is talking about there's a spell in Dungeons and Dragons called oh no, I'm not gonna remember it. I think it's Gate. I think it's the Gate spell, and you can basically conjure a gate that teleports somebody instantly by using their name, by summoning them essentially. Ooh. So you teleport them to you. And this person on the video is trans, and so they were talking about how what if somebody uses their dead name, And the amazing thing, and this is like one of those things that like gives me hope, heartens me, is all the comments are DMs, and I added my own little thing too, but it's like dead name's not their true name, so the spell fails. It doesn't work. You know?
I love.
And then and then like because I had written like a short story a little before I found it, and it was like it's a short story from my homebrew world of because humans in the world are still generally new to the gender spectrum. Like they are understand male and female, and they're just now starting to discover other ones. But other fantasy races in my world have a broader spectrum already.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Like dwarves are majority trans. Elves have different names for different whatever identification you have in terms of gender or sexuality. But humans don't. And so when a human discovers that they themselves are trans, there is a ceremony where they can go out into the woods and they essentially summon a fae, and the fae requests their dead name, and that's the last time it's uttered in the realm. And then everybody, when they return to the real world, they don't nobody remembers the dead name anymore.
Wow.
So it can never be uttered. I love that, right?
That's so great.
I love it.
I love it. I made it and I love it.
I love it so much.
Your story reminded me of one of my favorite book series of all time that nobody knows about. It's called Spellsinger, and it's by Alan Dean Foster.
Yes.
And it's seriously one of my favorite book series of all time.
Writing it down.
It's the whole thing is just kind of making fun of fantasy, but like in a really intelligent, lovely way. And the stories are very compelling. But basically, this janitor is transferred to another world due to a misunderstanding of what the word janitor means in our world. They were looking for someone to save the world.
Yes.
And he is given a magical instrument called a dewar, which allows you to perform magic with singing. However, he was not much of a musician. He's like okay at it. And like he can't make up his own songs. So he casts spells using only current lexicon of rock and roll. And it never goes
my gosh, that's so cool.
That's good.
It never goes well,
I love
but
that.
I love it so much.
That's good.
I love that. That's cool. That's cool.
Power of words, man.
Power of words.
Power of words.
Power.
Oh, that's what it was. I was going to say.
That's the power of words.
The Magic of Believing is the book that Phyllis Diller claims is directly responsible for her career, because she claimed she was just a housewife and read this book and realized she wanted to do more.
Wow.
And credits it entirely to her success. And it is basically an old straight white guy condescending to you. But like, if you can get past that, the advice is good.
I'm tired of.
I'm tired of it.
We're all tired of it.
White men.
We are all tired of it at this point.
I get it. I hear you. I hear you.
I'm putting my glasses on. Gotta stay focused up.
Since we're recording this beforehand, and since it is actually Star Trek Day today, I think we should probably do some TNG to start with for FMK.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we didn't do.
No, we
did original series last time.
Oh my gosh. I'm ready for it.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go for my favorite three then. I'll go Picard, Riker, Geordi.
Oh, I knew it. I knew that's. Mm-hmm.
See, I thought you were going to do Data, and I was going to be very relieved.
I do
love
Data.
Hard.
I do love Data, but
I love Data.
Or Data. Or Data.
Oh God, this is hard.
That's hard, so
right?
Hard, yeah.
Because with Data, it would have been okay,
right?
But now,
that's kind of what I was thinking.
I love me some Geordi. He is one of my favorite characters. But he's also notoriously bad at relationships because the writers didn't know what else to do with him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's such a shame. I know. And I'm also
It's
trying to keep him
horrifying.
separate from LeVar Burton because I would marry LeVar Burton every day of my life.
Instantaneously, I would marry LeVar Burton right now.
But since it's the character.
But since it's Geordie.
And my wife would be okay with it. She'd be like, thruple?
Yeah.
Get some reading in.
Tasting the rainbow, as it were.
Oh,
wow. Oh my gosh.
Boom. That's all the time we have for today.
We have to stop.
Yeah. Tonight's winner is Cameron Fair, and Cameron gets to read the credits as John F. Kennedy. If we're continuing our Who's line.
Okay. Just strictly on character.
Yeah.
I
Strictly
would
character.
fuck Riker. I would marry Picard, and I would kill Geordie.
Wait, it
Because
wasn't
he's so-
Riker, was it?
Yes.
Yeah, Riker.
Because he
Oh,
was
it was
so
Riker.
bad
I
at
thought we said.
relationships.
Oh, geez. Okay.
No, not Data.
No, not Dave.
I thought it was Deanna.
Because he was so bad at relationships. But if we were doing the actors, I would marry LeVar Burton.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. It's Riker, Patrick
Picard,
Stewart, and
LaForge.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna marry Picard.
Hmm.
I'm gonna kill Riker, and I'm gonna fuck Geordie. I know
You're
he's
not
bad
gonna-
at relationships, but like it's gonna be a fun night.
Yeah, but you
You're
just
not
got
going to take that spin
He's
with a sex
eager
machine?
to please. No, I want someone who's gonna be like eager to please me, and I think Geordie is eager to please.
What if it's season 1 Riker without the beard?
Especially no, he's got to die twice. I don't like beards, and I don't like Riker without a beard. It's not a hard choice for me.
Well,
I
now
never
we know.
found him attractive. I think Jonathan Frakes
boy.
is super cool, but I was never attracted to Riker. It's always been Patrick Stewart for me.
Pretty.
I see. This is because we have a different taste, and
We
I'm
do.
a bisexual woman.
It's true. Except you're omnisexual.
Okay, you're right. I'm omnisexual. You're
Don't
right.
simplify.
Doesn't
Don't
want
simplify on this podcast.
doesn't want to be mounted like one of like Riker sitting on a chair.
I mean, Riker would be into pegging. What are you talking about? You could mount
Yeah.
Riker.
I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Oh. Well,
mean,
no,
maybe
I
I'm
think
just-
Geordie
I'm
would be
back
down too.
Maybe it's just because he's our future pansexual icon that I feel this way. But
Wait, is Riker pan?
I mean, 90s pan, yes.
Cool. Okay.
Tessa, I'd have to agree with you. I'm sorry.
Oh, yes. See,
Yeah.
okay. You thought I was crazy, but it's the majority rules. And we're gonna have to kill Riker.
Sorry to bring up another podcast, but
Oh,
my colleague, when we watched the episode with Billy Campbell, who was actually number 2 for Riker, like he didn't get cast, Jonathan Frakes got cast, but he was cast later as a guest person in season 2. Also, very attractive fellow. I accidentally misspoke in a prompt, and my co-host went on a 10-minute diatribe about how they disappeared and fucked in the bulkheads for 2 hours and 7 hours and just disappeared. And it's one of the finest things the internet has ever created. I had nothing to do with it. I just prompt, but it's so funny.
That's awesome.
I
and
love
very
that.
That's
sexy.
awesome.
Very sexy.
Very sexy.
I mean,
My
that's the thing.
life.
I would watch Riker fuck anybody, especially a man.
Oh, what?
Yeah, I'd be more into like watching, I think, than or if there was gonna be a threesome, I'd be in it and I'd let Riker be there too.
Oh my God.
Okay, sorry. So who next?
Because we did 3 men, we have to do
3
Yar,
women.
Troi, Crusher.
Wait,
Who's first?
who just
Natasha Yar,
okay.
Deanna Troi, and Beverly Crusher.
God. Oh, this is tough.
Good
Okay.
luck, everybody.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
Because
Mhm.
we love them all. They're all amazing.
They're all
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah,
They're all
yeah, yeah.
awesome.
Speaking of which, listen to Investigates Who Do You Think You Are? Gates McFadden's podcast, where she interviews cast members.
Oh,
It's remarkable.
that's cool. That's cool.
She's just the best. She's the best.
I would love justice for Yar.
I know, right?
But Crusher and Troi.
I think I know.
Go then. What are you waiting for?
I always like to make sure like I'm not crazy that I figured it out so early for me. But for me, what I think is
no, you go with your gut. It's amazing.
My gut's telling me that I'm gonna marry Deanna Troi. And I'm gonna fuck Beverly. And so I'm sorry I have to kill Yar.
To kill Yar.
I have to kill Natasha Yar. Natasha Yar's going. Which
it's not a bad answer.
No. It is definitely commendable.
It's not wrong.
Thank you.
I mean, they're all wrong because one of them has to die in this. But like,
right.
I think I also marry Troi. Oh, it's terrible. But I think I switch the other two. I think I kill Crusher.
You're killing who?
I kill Crusher, and I.
Wow! All right.
I fuck Yar. I know.
Wow! You killed him.
I know. I don't feel.
You killed.
I know, but it's
mother.
Wesley. So I don't. I'm fine.
So see, that was my point.
No, I don't feel great about it. Let me preface that with I don't feel great about this.
We don't feel great about any of this.
No, I'm not happy about this one.
I am having a hard time because my instinct is to marry Crusher, which I do desperately want to do. But do I really want to be stepdad to Wesley?
That's what I'm saying.
Yins are mean about Wesley.
Well, no, I mean, I love Wesley. I think he completely rejuvenates himself. And then no spoilers. How he ends up is perfect. And like, it gets him off into the galaxy, living his own life, having the best time. So like, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. I don't find him
annoying like the fandom does, but I find him. It's just
if you're gonna be stepdad.
Yeah, I just know that baggage.
Yeah,
it's a lot.
Especially because Jack Crusher was,
Sure.
We have a theory that actually that Picard and Jack and Beverly were all in a throuple, and so we don't actually know who Wesley's real dad is.
Oh. Add just one more guy and it's Mamma Mia.
It is.
Mamma Mia on the Enterprise.
That would be so much fun. I am going to marry Crusher.
Yeah.
I'm going to fuck Deanna, and I'm going to murder Yar to save her from that terrible ending.
Yeah. That's what I was going to say. Didn't she have a terrible ending?
Yeah. Well, justice for Yar, yo.
Justice for Yar. She got it. Not as we were hoping, but like she still got to do some cool shit.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that was the problem. That's why she left, because she was tired of saying channel open.
Yeah.
She left for the same reason that Nichelle Nichols almost left.
Wow. That's cool.
Makes sense.
All right. We should do one more.
Well, yeah, you haven't picked yet.
Nope. I haven't picked the characters?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. We each pick. I think for the last one, we should do people who aren't people. So we should do Data, Worf, and Guinan.
Oh, yes, I knew it. Although that one's awful too.
No.
Yeah, who you gonna kill? It's not Whoopi Goldberg.
It is not Whoopi Goldberg.
It's never Whoopi Goldberg.
Well,
I thought about doing Q instead of Whoopi Goldberg, but that's all men again. So I want to keep Whoopi. Yeah. I want a chance to marry Whoopi.
Well, this is easy. Then.
I mean, we're all marrying Guinan.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
The question is, are you fucking the fully functional android or the two-dicked Klingon?
I'm fucking Worf, and I'm
fucking
Data.
Worf also.
I'm also fucking Worf.
Oh, we all are the same.
Hell yeah.
We are all the same. So
it's easy to kill Data. He's not real.
Sorry, Brent Spiner. We love you, and we love Data.
Brent Spiner. We love Data.
But we had to kill him because of me.
That was an easy choice.
Well, that was so easy. We have to do one more.
Oh gosh. Okay, this time we should put Q in the mix.
We should.
Oh, we should put Q.
Because he's a real
never mind.
Bag.
But also so deliciously charming. I love John Delancey.
Are there other shitbags? Are there other like terrible people we could put in other
Ian Roddenberry.
like
no,
along with Q?
Visionary, but also kind of a shithead.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, everybody was.
It was a rough time.
What comes up if I put in worst characters in Star Trek?
Oh no.
Oh no, don't do
TNG.
that.
Oh, you're gonna get Code of Honor. Don't go there.
Oh, we're gonna start with a Quora. Dr. Pulaski?
Oh, I love Dr. Pulaski. How dare they? She's the best.
And I quote, Dr. Pulaski was just a giant buzzkill.
She was amazing. They gave her so
incredible.
much great stuff to do.
Whoa.
She was not only played by a legend who had done 2 previous Doctors on Star Trek, the original series. She looked great. She had the most growth and like was just charming as hell. She was supposed to be like a female Dr. McCoy, but what ended up becoming was that she was just gruff. And so like, if you picture her as a 60s era Hollywood star on this set where she's just constantly got a martini and it's like, this is how we used to do it in the 60s. She's perfection. She is the absolute.
So you have to do it.
perfection.
You have to do it.
Okay.
Lwaxana Troi.
Oh, those fuckers. How dare they?
This is turning into a very special episode of the Mad Generation. Cameron just went on an amazing rant about Dr. Pulaski, and I'll never forget it.
Well, and also Lwaxana. I mean, some people say that she's awful, and she wasn't always written well. But Majel Barrett Roddenberry is able, even with shit material, to make her the most charming and most watchable person in every episode that she is in. She is remarkable.
She's in it like a lot, isn't she? It's just like
Yes.
6 or 7, 8.
Well, actually, she was in every episode because she was also the voice of the computer. But
Oh,
my
that's
God.
right. That's right. I remember that being a bit of trivia I was given by an ex-boyfriend.
I'm sorry.
And wasn't
No,
she? Well,
I'm
because
kidding, I'm
wasn't
kidding.
she originally? She was in the original cast of the original Star Trek,
She was. She was
But
in the
she-
first pilot.
the
as
first
number one.
pilot. And at the first pilot, they were like, you can either keep the woman or the alien. And he was like, I've got to keep Spock.
Well, he knew.
So his wife did not get to be.
No, but then she came back as Nurse Chapel.
Right.
Okay. So, I mean, this is great, actually. Dr. Pulaski, Lwaxana Troi,
And Q?
And Q.
Done. I know my answer.
Then go.
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 Cameron.
Go, Cameron.
What are you doing? I never go first. I'm not the boss.
You need to go first this time.
Yeah, because you're the
So-
boss now.
I am fucking Pulaski because she is going to know what she's doing and is going to be
Mhm.
delightful the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I am marrying Lwaxana Troi because even though she is a lot, she is nothing but delightful. It would be, and like
Mhm.
the most devoted person. Like her husband died tragically 20 years ago and she still loves him
Mhm.
with every fiber of her being. So like if she would let me in there, I'd be in. And I'm killing Q because it wouldn't actually matter. He's immortal. He would come back. It's fine.
Oh, okay, good. That makes me feel better. Mine is pretty much the same. Definitely killing Q, but I'm swapping who I'm marrying and who I'm fucking. So I'm gonna fuck Lwaxana Troi, and I'm gonna marry Pulaski.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna fuck Lwaxana Troi, but I'm going to marry Q just to be different. Because I'm gonna test it, you know, because he lives forever and marriage is supposed to be forever. So I'm gonna see if that's true. We're gonna test it for him.
We're going to test it.
Wow.
And he would love that.
He would.
That means you're
And
killing.
then I have to kill. I know. I have
That's
to kill
okay.
That's
Pulaski.
sad.
I know. These weren't like we've done this every episode. This is like the segment, but that one I don't feel happy about. Like that one
That was hard.
That was hard because
This
I
is
don't know.
our Star Trek.
I don't know why that is. Yeah, I guess it's because it's our Star Trek. But like, I don't know. I feel like I breeze through the Harry Potter ones pretty easily. But I guess I have like very strong opinions about that already. So
Yeah.
maybe that's why.
Well,
But,
and I mean, we just, at the end of the day, we just love these people.
yeah,
All of them.
yeah,
Want all of them
Truly
to live and
delightful.
thrive.
yeah.
Well, let's do our little wrap up, right?
Yeah, wrap it up.
Okay. Hey, thanks for listening. I am already bad at this. Is that what we say? Like, okay. Hey, thanks for listening. This has been Omni Bilateral Podcast Panic. Oh no.
Oh boy, get a clean one.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for listening.
Hey,
Hey.
welcome to Fresh Air.
Suddenly, we're all PBS.
That's right, we are.
We've just put all the babies to sleep, and we're gonna read the news.
Here's the news for today. This has been Omni Bilateral Panic, a podcast for you, made by us. Pretty good, huh?
That was pretty good.
I'm in.
I
in.
like
We
that
need
one.
to keep that.
I'm Tessa Flannery. And if you fuck Q, it's over for you.
Oh,
Ooh.
oh, that's like a because 789 kind of thing. Oh.
Are we fucking Q or fucking you?
Ooh.
Is that why you was in trouble?
I see.
Always.
Oh no.
That was an
I've
on
been
purpose
Cameron
idea.
Faring. I have been Cameron Faring, and I just wanted to personally apologize to Brent Spiner.
And I've been David Armstrong, reminding you to taste the rainbow.
Oh my God.
Oh, dear.
Amazing.
Bye.
Amazing.
Bye.
Since
I
we're
had
just
this.
continuing
I
to
didn't
chat.
I didn't read the alignment chart. Sorry.
Shit.
I
Here,
forgot.
no.
I had it
Record it
pulled up
now.
on my. Oh,
Record it now. I'll slot it in.
because
Record it in.
we
God. Oh God. Okay. Here's the alignment chart. Okay, so real quick, the alignment chart's been with D&D forever, and it's kind of outdated. It's an outmoded kind of thing. Lawful good and all that stuff. It's also a little bit difficult to apply those things to other things, even though people try to. You know, like they'll be like, these are the Harry Potter characters with their alignments and all that stuff. So I made them a little bit more generic. I made them updated. So instead of lawful good, your top left, you got mom friend. Like, they're going to take care of you. They're going to make sure everybody's fed, everybody's well rested, but do not piss off the mom friend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
right.
Uh-oh. I guess that's what I am.
in neutral good, which is the top center, instead of neutral good, I'm gonna be fair. It's gonna be justice and all that. Put himbo. Just pure of heart, dumb of ass is gonna do their best. Doesn't know what you're talking about.
He's pure of heart, but dumb of ass.
Pure of heart, dumb of ass. Over in chaotic good, top right corner, you got vodka aunt. So like they're gonna take care of you. They love you. They care about you. But at some point, I'm sure they gave you, they rattled off the advice. I'm here for a good time, not a long time. In middle left is normally lawful neutral, right? Usually like people who enforce and codify laws. So I put HR rep.
Nice.
They're kind of put upon,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the middle, right in the middle is true neutral. So truly they serve themselves when it's best. They look out for themselves, but they also can do things for the good of society, good of other people. So I put they mean well and do their best, but they also have to keep their own interests at heart. So small business owner is true neutral.
Oh shit.
And then over in chaotic neutral, so not necessarily they will help people when it suits them. They will help themselves when it is best. They take mental health days. They do all these things. Bisexual disaster.
Hey.
And then in the then we need lawful evil. So that's bottom left corner. So lawful, you still need to function within certain rules of society, but it is evil, so it's self-serving. So I put multi-level marketer.
Oh my gosh, and the leggings.
Lawful evil.
So many leggings.
And the
so many
Tupperware.
leggings. Amway. in neutral evil, which I consider to be like pure evil, just like evil for evil's sake, we have the devil's advocate. Because who needs one? Who needs a devil's advocate? We don't need them. We don't need that opposing viewpoint. It's not an opposing viewpoint. And then finally, in chaotic evil, which is always the hardest to codify, because people always go like the Joker. So I decided to keep within that theme. Should remain clowns. So remember those 2016 clowns that people kept seeing in like real life?
That was so scary. That's chaotic evil. That's extremely scary.
That's amazing.
A clown at the edge of your town, never something you want to see.
Can we please have your permission to put this on a t-shirt?
Oh, yes. Please. I would love that. Yeah.
That's something we all need right now.
We need that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can do like, we have 9 different ones where it's like one is circled for you. So you, on the chart.
Or we just send them a Sharpie and they circle their own.
Yeah. Complimentary Sharpie.
A complimentary Sharpie for only $2.99.
Hey.
Yeah,
use in the shipping costs.
We used it to autograph.
Yeah.
Join our multi-level marketing. And get your friends to buy shirts to sell to their friends.
To buy shirts to sell to their friends.
You have to buy 3 shirts, all of which you will have to sell. Oh boy.
Oh my God, that's exemplary.
But you get one free Sharpie.
Yes, you do.
You keep the Sharpie
as our gift to you.
Mm-hmm.
And also maybe a set of Ginsu knives. We don't know. We might tap into time travel. We don't know.
We don't know what's in those boxes.
We don't know.
Oh my God. What an episode, y'all.
Great work, Yins. I got it.
What a journey. Go to bed. Go to bed, Tessa.
I love Yins.
Love you.
Okay, bye. Hey, bye.
I think if I end this, it'll be ended for everyone, okay?
Yes, of course.
Okay. Love you.
Love you. Okay, bye.
Bye-bye. I'm kissing your foreheads. Good night.
Nom, 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 nom.
Uh-oh. Ooh, this is hard, audience. This is hard. But I'm going to cut out all this time that I'm thinking about it.
Please do, because I just...
Are you okay?
Sneezed over here. Don't know when that happened, but I straight up dad sneeze now. I have no choice. I used to be a delicate sneezer. Now it's just like...
That was like buckshot. That was crazy.
I know. Stupid classical training.